So, how to meditate, basics for beginners, and congratulations on being here on your meditation journey. I'm excited to welcome you. It's really a lifelong practice. So, meditation can be intimidating and challenging when you're just starting. And that kind of shows where we're at in our culture, where sitting, doing nothing, relaxing, focusing on your breath, focusing on the sensations in the body, letting your mind be clear, that all of that can actually be challenging and intimidating, really says something about our culture and how necessary this is for our life. So you can find in some of the other videos, we go over several different techniques in depth of how to take deeper breaths. There's one on 3-part breathing, breathing down into the low belly, out into the sides, all the way up in the ribs to really use the full capacity of your breath, which helps to give the body a signal that it's okay to relax, and that helps bring more oxygen to the brain. And so when you're starting, you want to really make sure that your body feels comfortable. So we think of a lot of times meditators sitting on the ground cross-legged, and that isn't necessarily comfortable for everyone. If you do want to try that, you could sit up on a pillow, or, they make even special meditation cushions for that to get your hips elevated above the knees. And so even if it's more comfortable for you to sit in a chair, you still want to make sure that your hips are elevated higher than the knees. So you're looking to take any rounding out of the low back and allow the spine to sit tall. And that's going to open up the rib cage, allow you to take deeper breaths, be able to fill all the way down into the low belly so that you kind of a long, slow, smooth breath as you're meditating. And look at where are you meditating. So it's nice to have a dedicated spot for this. And if you can make it a spot in your house that you don't really use for anything else, or only for other really relaxing activities like reading or, hanging out with your pets, make it a special place. When you go there, maybe you light a candle or some incense and really set the scene for yourself, so that even just being in that environment, you already start to settle in, and your body and your mind will just start to know that when they're in that environment, that this is the time to settle, and this is the time to get into a meditative state, and you'll be able to drop in much more easily. So finding time to dedicate to your meditation can be challenging. And I invite you to look at the priorities of how you're using your time in your life, and if there's somewhere that you can squeeze in just a little bit of time. So for people, it's usually either first thing when they wake up in the morning or before bed, or some people like to meditate as a transition from their work day into their home life. So, maybe for your happy hour, instead of having a cocktail, you have some nice oxygenated breath and a calm mind that helps you to drop anything from your work day and transition into a nice relaxing evening. And you can experiment with different times of the day to see what works best for you. And if you need any help with this, I offer sessions which I call goal guidance, which is my wellness coaching. And right now I'm offering that on a sliding scale because I know times are financially challenging for a lot of people right now. So just, figuring out a way that you can create new habits. And I would say, a lot of us are feeling right now that we really want to be informed and almost getting addicted to taking in all of this outside information. And to take time for yourself can almost seem like it's selfish or you're checking out. And I would ask you to consider that you're really checking in with yourself, letting go of distractions. So again, this sitting doing nothing, right, can feel really challenging because a lot of us are used to being just completely surrounded by distractions at all times in our life. And so when you get quiet, you're able to really listen to your body and to listen to your own inner wisdom. And I will say, sometimes this can bring up feelings that are uncomfortable, or you might have thoughts or memories that you've been able to avoid by, being caught up in other kinds of stimulation. And these things might come to the surface when you're meditating. And so really sitting with it, allowing it, and breathing through it, and knowing that this can show you areas of your life that you might not even be aware of, things that are stuck in your psyche, memories and things. It's shown that we hold these things in our body. So when these things come to the surface, that's actually showing you where you have more work to do, that if you can focus on clearing those things, you can live a more joyful life, have more energy, be more vibrant, and be more well. These things can weigh on our mental health and even on our physical health. So if you're able to really take a look at those things and dedicate yourself to your healing journey, you're going to just keep going to more levels of joy in your life. And that's going to allow you to show up in the best way possible for everyone around you and for the world as a whole. So I really honor you all for being here and starting this meditation journey. And so once you set your space and you find the time and you get into your most comfortable seat, take a moment to do a little bit of stretching here. So you can take some shoulder rolls forward, shoulder rolls back. We're just going to do this briefly now. I have a whole video on chair yoga that's 20 minutes that would be great to do before your meditation practice. Go ahead and stretch out the neck. Do some head rolls, ear to shoulder, one side to the next. And take the head back to center. You can stretch the chest, bringing the shoulders back and opening the heart forward. And then bringing the shoulders forward and the chest back, opening through the upper back. You can inhale when you come forward, open up, and exhale back. Let's take a little side bend, one arm overhead, lean over to the side. So opening up the space between the ribs is going to help you to take deeper breaths. And go to the other side. Coming back to center, and then let's take a twist. So we're moving the spine in every direction. You can inhale, reach the arms overhead, and then take a gentle twist to one side. Use your core. Sit tall as you inhale. And as you exhale, gently deepen the twist. Let's go to the other side. Unwind, arms overhead. And twist to the other side. One more breath, sit tall. And gently deepen the twist. And unwind. So notice, even if after just those few brief moments of stretching, you start to feel a little more calm and settled in the body. So let's have our palms face down on the thighs. So there's options here, and you can explore these further. They're called mudras, which are different hand movements. Or hand positions, I should say. So if your palms are face down, this is more grounding. If your palms are face up, this is more receptive. And then there's all sorts of different mudras. You can create a lotus. This mudra is said to bring earth and sky together. And there's hundreds of different hand positions that are practiced in yoga. And these can be specific to whatever it is that you're looking to get through your meditation practice. So today I think let's just do a little grounding to settle the mind. So you can have the palms face down, either on the thighs or on your knees. And the eyes come to close or just gently gazing down. And feel the full weight of your body as you're being held here by gravity to the earth. Tap into that sensation of being rooted, of being safe, being right here, right now, in the present moment, where everything is okay. And turn your attention to your breath. No need to control it. The breath happens automatically on its own. And just watch it as it flows. Notice how by watching the breath, it automatically starts to become slower and deeper. And one place you can choose to focus your attention is on your nostrils. If it's comfortable for you to breathe just in and out through your nose, really put your full awareness on the sensation of air as it moves in and out through the nostrils. Perhaps noticing how the air is cooler when it enters and warmer on the exhale as it's been warmed up by your body. You can do a whole meditation just on that sensation, focusing there on the nose for 5 minutes, for 20 minutes, for an hour, just on that sensation of air moving over the nostrils. And incorporating some of our smiling meditation practice. So again, we did a whole class just on the smiling meditation. Let's incorporate that. Think of something that you're grateful for. Let this come right from you. And sense how, when you think of that, how does that light up your body? What sensation does that bring to your heart? Let that translate into a smile on your face. And this can be just a small smile, a little half smile that you often see monks meditating in this state of bliss. And let's invite that sense of gratitude and a calm state of relaxation to flow down the entire body from head to toe. So starting with the mind, see if you can actually feel the mind relax. The temples and the forehead soften. The eyes are so relaxed, they melt into two little puddles of liquid peace. Flowing down into the jaw relaxes. Maybe you want to open the mouth and stretch the jaw, or stick the tongue out and stretch it around. And then when you come to rest, the mouth falls slightly open. And let the sensation of warm relaxation continue traveling down the neck and the throat, softening the shoulders, flowing into the chest and the heart. From the heart, down the arms, into the hands and fingertips. And the heart chakra flows all the way down the arms and out of the hands, And you can imagine spreading this sense of peace and joy to the world around you through your hands. And flowing down to the belly. And sometimes we're holding tightness in the belly without even realizing it. So try taking in a big, full breath. Let the belly expand. And then when you exhale, consciously soften the belly. And again, a big, long, slow breath fills the belly. And finding more release and more letting go as the breath flows out. And take in another breath like that. Big, deep breath. Let it be natural. You don't have to force this. You are allowing the breath to breathe you, receiving the gift of the breath. And release it all as you exhale. Allow the sensation of calm to flow down to the hips and the thighs, the knees, lower legs, your ankles, feet, and toes. And in this state of deep relaxation, watch as the breath flows effortlessly in and out like a wave. And this would be the time if you want to invite in an affirmation, an intention. So this would be some kind of positive self-talk that you're working on. It would be a prayer that you want to send out. It could be a mantra, which again, there's a whole video on that. That's like a short word or phrase or sound that you repeat. Really focusing on what is your intention? What are you looking to cultivate more of in your life? Maybe you breathe in trust and breathe out surrender. You can breathe in peace and breathe out relaxation. And another technique is to just count the breath. So again, just giving the mind something to focus on. Maybe you breathe in for a long, slow count of 1, 2, 3, and then breathe out for 3, 2, 1. So find which of these techniques is working for you in this moment, and I'll allow you to practice that on your own for just another minute here. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And as you begin to move the body again, move slowly and gently, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. You can circle the wrists and ankles. Maybe take a few head rolls or shoulder rolls. And then very gently flutter your eyes open, letting the light come in, and taking in the space around you. So there are many different techniques that you can try. You can check out more of my videos or find other teachers' videos online. There are apps as well. The most important thing is dedicating yourself to a regular practice. And when you're incorporating any kind of new habit into your life, the key is really to start small and make it manageable. And then when you find success in that, then you get more confident and you begin to build momentum. And when you begin to see the positive changes that it has in your life, that will be your motivation and inspiration to keep building on the practice. So I would recommend even 5 minutes a day if you can. It can be helpful to maybe put on a relaxing piece of music. I really like to use on Spotify, there's a peaceful meditation playlist, peaceful piano, peaceful guitar. That's pretty much the soundtrack to most of my life. So I would suggest those, or nature sounds, something like that. And try, even on your own, just using these techniques that we've gone over. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be guided. You can just either set a timer for a certain amount of time, or again, put on a piece of music that works for you and explore. You will begin to learn which of these techniques works best for you and helps you really drop into a space where your body feels relaxed and your mind feels calm. And if you want any help getting some new habits in your life, including meditation or any other positive wellness, self-care, I offer goal guidance, wellness coaching sessions, so feel free to reach out to me for that. And I wish you all a blessed day and a blessed journey. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.